with meditation, we want to pay attention to our posture. And the posture is really a representation of our minds as well. So we want a posture that's kind of that's straight, a spine that's straight. And you don't have to sit on the floor. You can sit in a chair, as I do. But you want your spine straight and your head straight as well, so your neck's not crooked one way or the other, and the chin is slightly tucked in, so you're maybe looking down on the ground like a meter in front of you. And you can meditate with your eyes open or closed. If you have your eyes open, you're just not focusing on anything. So we check in with the posture and we check in with the body. And just bring yourself here, just to this experience of being in the body. The experience of sensations of the body. Feeling yourself sitting in your chair or on the floor. Just being with that experience. Maybe checking the experience of the senses, of what you're hearing or smelling or tasting. So just being with the actuality of sitting here and what this experience is. And then a sense of relaxing into, resting into this present moment. Two factors, calm and alertness. These are the two factors that we're developing, working with. And then place your attention on the breath. Some people put it on the breath coming in and out of the nostrils, the sensations in the nostril area, or maybe the diaphragm or the lower abdominal area. But picking one area and being with the sensations of the breath in that area. Really having a sense of the breath calming the body. Catching the very beginning of the inhalation through its entirety until the moment it ends. Catching the very beginning of the exhalation through its entirety until the moment that it ends. If you catch yourself thinking, just note thinking and come back to the breath. Really being with sensation, sensations in the breath, just giving yourself fully to this practice in this moment. You don't worry about everything else later. Just really be present here. Present with yourself, be present with the practice. Breath moving in, breath moving out of the body. See if you can have a sense of the breath moving now through the entirety of the body. And bringing calm, deepening calm throughout the entirety of the body. Whatever comes up in the mind, just let it go. And come back to the actuality of sitting here, watching the breath. Whatever comes up in the mind is temporary, momentary. So we're trying to connect with that which is more fundamental. So really being with the body and the breath. Breathing in calm, breathing in peace. Slowing right down. Let the quiet space open up. Turning away from thought and turning towards the quietness, the calmness, the stillness. And resting in that. Calm alertness. Catching the mind when it moves away from that quietness, that calm, and bringing it back. So we come back to the breath again and again. Deepening the calm, deepening the quiet, turning away from the busyness. So for the last few minutes of the meditation, just have a sense of relaxing into awareness, just simply being. You can still use the breath as an anchor to settle yourself, but just resting in that place before all this activity appears. That sense of just being, not being this or that, but simply resting in being, beingness. It's not something you have to figure out. Just resting here with calm and alertness. Just paying attention to your experience. Resting in your experience. And for the last minute, just let go of any trying at all and simply watching, simply being with this. Male beings live in peace, male beings live in harmony, male beings live in peace and harmony. Okay, when you're ready, you can come out of your meditation, or you can stay there for the rest of the day, if you wish. Okay, so with that guided meditation, we basically focus the mind, brought our attention to our experience, to our attention to the body. We developed that focus. We developed concentration, if you will. We turned away from the activities of the mind and we developed calm. And at a certain point, with the development of calm and alertness or calm and wakefulness, we just sat with our experience. We had a sense of that underlying openness or presence, if you will. There's all types of words for it. Anyway, that's what we were working with this meditation, and that's really the trajectory, if you will, of the practice. And with a authentic practice, we develop that every day, and we work on it, and we refine it. And in the beginning, it seems really difficult. And as time goes on with applied application of the techniques, it becomes more accessible. It becomes more accessible. But it's like anything that you want to learn, it's a skill. It's a skill set. And you have to practice it. Another part of that is just a really good place to start is the body, right? Get out of our heads and into the experience of the body. That's what we're doing with the breath. We're connecting with the body. The mind tells all types of stories all day long. The body is a much better teller of truth. It tells us what our experience is. I work as an acupuncturist, and I get people in sometimes, and I ask them how they are, and they say fine, and they believe it some of the times. But then you put your hands on their body, and you realize that they're not fine. They're very, very tense, and it's like, oh yeah, that hurts. Oh yeah, that hurts. Oh yeah, I'm not sleeping, and so on and so forth. So with our minds, we tell ourselves stories about what our experience is. When we check in with the body, we get a much more direct read of what our experience is. And with the development of concentration and attention, we begin to be able to work with what's actually taking place. As opposed to just taking on a new set of ideas or a new belief system to put a place upon our experience, thinking that will help. If we want to help ourselves, we have to arrive here and see what's going on. And then we develop openness and calm and clarity. And we use that tool to work with ourselves.